is the most important question of this whole podcast.
We're just friends here.
How irritating. How did it feel to play Sania Mirza?
La 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 la.
My kids ask me, Ai, you acted in a film called Jaane to?
So many times I tell Genelia, I think they've forgotten that I act also. बहुत अच्छा लगा आपका ऐसा thank you. आपका reel, ऐसे film वो देखा नहीं reel देखा. Farhad house is like a big boss house. Everyone is saying इसका क्या चल रहा है उसका क्या चल रहा है.
They said, be as comfortable as you want. I'm like, if it's my best friend, I just threw my legs on his lap.
For 10 years we were together, but when we got married, it's the first time we stayed together. My father never told anyone of us, I think it's time that we take that step towards public life. It was left to us what we had to decide. The only compulsion was that you complete your education.
I remember him messaging me. He was like, you know what? I played you. I was like, I don't look that manly.
Good morning! I said, क्या हो गया? Ready for a game of pickleball?
Pickleball. Game of any ball, Riteish, is not happening.
Oh, let's go. I'm going to beat you, Genelia.
When have you ever beat me?
Right now.
You're going to win.
Yeah.
Riteish.
You saw my skills.
Just think about it again.
Hello,
These are
hello,
skill
hi
set.
guys.
Hi,
Are you guys
Sania.
fighting?
Done.
What are you fighting
Now
about?
let's talk.
What's
Who's
done?
going to
Hello.
win?
Hello. Hi.
Let's
Hi,
have
Sania. Done. पहले hello तो बोलो.
See?
Okay, what's the fight?
I said I'm going to beat her today.
How can he?
Okay, so I'll fill in for her.
Yeah,
you
let's
want to
go,
continue to
Sania.
have the fight?
No. You fight now and show him the real fight.
Oh, you're acting and all, huh? That you can't play.
What?
You were trying to throw me off with this. I
No,
can't
no,
play.
See.
But that is very good for somebody who claimed they can play with your left, na?
अरे तुम.
So, I want to ask you guys both actually, where did the idea of this pickleball team come up?
It was a sport that we enjoyed watching, and also it's the fastest growing sport, right? It's a sport that every age group can play. You
Correct.
know, in your entire family, you can play with a cha-cha, chachi, dada, dadi. Everyone can play, and that's what
Yeah.
we liked about it. A sport for the entire family.
It's one of the best community sports,
I
I
agree.
feel.
Yes.
100%.
I agree.
But you've always been a cricket fan.
Yes.
I know how big a cricket fan you've been. So I was quite surprised and very pleasantly surprised to see you play a racket sport and get involved in the racket sport.
I know I loved to play table tennis earlier. Tennis was not my sport as much. But this was somewhere in between. So for me, it was like, okay.
Let's see. All that fighting that you were doing, let's...
Arre.
Oh, backhand is tough. I got the weakness. You know who was very, very good at it? First time he played Karan.
Who?
Karan Johar.
Karan Johar.
Karan Johar was very good at it.
Pickleball.
Yes, he was very good. And he's like, same like you. He's like, मैंने कभी नहीं खेला, but you are lying. But he was not lying. He had only played paddle. You have played. I can tell you have played.
I can tell you how Karan Johar must have played. La 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 la.
He didn't play like that.
Oh.
Oh, you got the point. This is the highlight.
That's high point in my career.
I think we can stop on this. Yeah, I think we can.
Yes, absolutely.
But I won. Genelia won. Sorry.
I'll give it to you. क्योंकि आपसे मैं हमेशा हारा हूँ.
Oh God.
Dil
Let's go. Me and Genelia won that.
Yes.
Yeah. Fine,
We are
fair.
gonna cut the part where I missed the ball. It's going to go off in edit.
Fine, you guys won. Women always win.
Of course.
An
It's a
argument.
universal rule.
It is the universal rule. But between you guys, who usually wins the argument? Because you don't argue.
No.
Yeah, he doesn't argue.
We have a rule. Whoever starts wins.
I'm the only person who starts, basically.
Basically. This is not a male chauvinistic kind of show. You know, you're under, just
Yeah.
read the room little bit.
Yeah.
Like, who are you sitting
I'm
with?
giving due credit to the skill sets that women have.
But he goes to sleep. It's not like if there's an...
How irritating is
yeah,
that?
imagine.
No means?
See, after
How do you know you're asleep?
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah,
But
and
after-
he's passed out, and I'm like, the conversation isn't
no,
over.
it was over. Conversation was over. I asked her, is this
No,
over?
he says, so all good? I said, yeah, good. He's gone to sleep. I'm like, all good doesn't mean good.
इतना कॉम्प्लिकेट क्यों करना है लाइफ को? आप हाँ बोलो या ना बोलो, मतलब सब ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है, I'm good.
So I was supposed to open up with a couple goals question.
Correct.
Really nicely leads me into it.
These are self goals right now.
No, but seriously, just before we head into the first segment, I want to ask you that you guys obviously have a lot of couple, let me say pressure or goals or whatever you want to call it. Do you feel like you have to be a certain way because you guys are couples goals, as cheesy as it sounds?
Our primary base or foundation for a relationship is friendship. That is the base, which then convert to love and all the other.
And I've seen it firsthand.
Yes,
so
you
I
have.
can,
You
I've
have.
seen it from there.
And I feel that makes it very easy. Whenever we feel that as people in love, probably we, sometimes there are expectations and you disappoint.
Yeah.
Then friends in us come and support each other. So that's how we eventually, get along.
Yeah, I think we enjoy each other a lot. Like, we enjoy each other's company, and this is not on a level of it being romantic. In fact, very often our friends, we're not really always alone on a romantic dinner.
I was about to say you guys have mostly common friends.
we
Like
have
we've
common
all
friends,
been friends,
yeah.
and you both usually the
We
couple
enjoy
doesn't
company.
usually you get along with everybody that each other gets along with.
And also I feel whenever we go out, we always go together.
Yeah.
There'll be a rarity in terms of where she will never go out alone anywhere, but I might just come alone somewhere with a few friends. But usually we have common friends and we enjoy each other's company with each other and with other people.
And you've done that even when you were pretending not to be dating.
I
As best friends, you used to go out.
I wasn't pretending. We were just good friends.
Our first segment is there's a few pictures there.
Okay.
See the pictures and tell us the story behind or during or oh
wow.
Oh my God.
what has happened
This is from our first film,
First
Tujhe
film.
Meri Kasam, and this was seen.
when you started pretending.
I
Pretty much there.
no. At this point, we weren't dating each other. We were just good friends, and actual good friends, not good friends. But a special film, first film, and this was an important scene in the film. Oh wow, this.
This is our anniversary.
No, this is in the US.
No, this is our anniversary in
Must be a very
Dehradun.
special moment. Both of you don't remember it.
No, this is Dehradun.
This I think it's in US when we were traveling.
This is weird. It cannot be US.
After Wade release, we went to US.
Oh, yeah. This is in Catskill, yeah.
So
Yeah.
we were walking together, and
Genelia, we'll edit this.
Yeah.
no, so Wade was a film that I directed with Genelia, and after it released, we took a break with the family, and many a times I miss this in India, where you just go on long walks into the forest.
the
No one,
best.
people around, no one bothers about who you are, what you do. Just that kind of sense of freedom where you can be yourself. This was one of those moments. Oh yes, this is another special
Why
moment.
am I wearing a heart?
I will
This
tell
is
you.
your birthday.
This was your birthday.
It was, but why am I wearing a heart? Again,
Because also
you came.
because you refused to come for any of the gatherings, and this is after many invitations. Farah, of course, our dear friend, was hosting this lovely lunch. Genelia, myself, and here, हार स्वागत का, आपका स्वागत किया था हम लोगों ने. This is another special moment. Here, Genelia was pregnant with Rian.
Yeah.
And Flash, our firstborn.
Yeah, my first.
So this is the day that I got Flash for her.
Yeah.
And I said that we both love dogs, and so this is a special moment for
Yeah.
us. Wow.
This was a little.
from
This was
where did you
the
get
we're
the
just friends phase.
pretending we're just friends? So
This is right about when I met Riteish for the first time, I think. Just a couple of years after you guys started dating.
yeah.
And
So
this was
on the
12th
set,
of
12th of February, we were dating. It's the second anniversary. We went to the sets of Masti, where there was a song being shot, and they gave us a cake, and we were just, they didn't know. And
Because
we
you
were
were
said, "Chalo."
friends.
We were just friends.
I love how you guys thought everybody believed you, but that's...
But
no,
that is-
listen,
yeah.
we were
This
very
part
good.
about
No,
this-
no,
I
no,
think
we were
everyone
very good.
believed us.
No
I
one,
think,
everyone.
I think you also believed us.
Rubbish.
Yeah.
I didn't believe it for a second. Rubbish. None of us in that house that came for lunch to Farah's believed anything that you guys say.
Farah's house is like a big boss house. Everyone is saying, "इसका क्या चल रहा है? उसका क्या चल रहा है? कुछ करो उनका दोनों का." This, wow, what a moment for me.
No,
My God, incredible moment.
What a fun night this was.
What a fun night. Yeah, I know. We were trying to, we were
We
in
all went on a bus to like some farmhouse.
farmhouse. My God.
I don't know why.
And just to have all tennis legends, and of course we had dear Amir play tennis that day. Akshay, myself, we were pretending to, of course, saw my pickleball skills.
But Akshay started doing handstands and all.
Because he said, "जो Roger नहीं कर सकता वो मैं करूँगा." अरे तू क्या tennis है ये करके दिखा.
Oh, no, what a fun night this
Fun,
was.
fun. Picture for the
This
keeps.
was my birthday.
This
I
is-
This
remember.
was a birthday, again, finally without the har because you came
Because
on our
it was
first
planned.
invite. It was planned.
Rubbish.
It was planned, and this was the one where I was pregnant again.
Yeah.
And you kept asking me,
I was like,
"Don't
you're
lie."
pregnant. And then again, you thought we didn't believe you. The same way you thought we believed you when you were friends.
Yeah. Oh my
But look at us. We are posing like normal people. She is posing like a heroine.
What
Yeah.
do you mean?
Yeah,
God. Always.
Did you not see my all my acting skills?
Hey guys. Hey guys. This was.
This is one random dinner we went
We
for.
went, yeah,
Ritesh. I don't know why. Like,
I,
it was
I
random.
wasn't called
No.
for random dinner.
This was one of the nights that you were pretending
no.
hard.
But
said.
but why did you say I don't know
BKC.
why?
No, it was very random, but it was BKC. I remember.
BKC, yes,
it was,
BKC.
One of those famous
Nara
restaurants.
Nara tha.
Nara
You
tha,
remember,
but
yeah,
you were not even there.
Yeah, it's just
Because I informed her, हम लोग यहाँ जा रहे हैं. Oh wow, this is.
She's not
Most
looking happy,
recent.
but she looks pissed.
She's just looking at the budget sheet while I'm directing. She's like,
This is just
"Yeah,
before you.
yeah,
This
over
is just
budget जा
before
रही
you
है."
went into the woods.
Yeah. So this is another special film that I'm directing currently, Raja Shivaji, on Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's life, and it's one of those moments where at least I'm not acting on this day. So
But it's such an amazing moment, right? Because that's not what your
Yeah.
first professions
Yes.
are, right? Like
Yeah.
you've grown into and evolved into becoming
Yes,
these
absolutely.
things.
and I think in life.
it's important.
It's all about growing and learning and adapting.
Yeah.
And every time, I don't think, like, look at yourself also, after having an illustrious career in tennis, you're embracing new opportunities, new avenues. And I think for us, production was that an extension to
Yeah.
what we did as actors. After 10 years of production, then I directed. This is my second film that I'm directing. And I can truly say that it's only possible to take this on when you have a producer who has your back. So I find that kind of strength in Genelia.
So, I mean, this question was for later, but I'm going to ask because we're talking about it now. You know, obviously, balancing between being married, being friends. I mean, you guys have done that obviously beautifully, and now you work together, and not just on one thing. Like you're saying, I mean, you obviously feel that you have each other's backs, and that's where you're supposed. But you do multiple things, and it's not easy to have business relationships with family. you know, even when it's brothers and like sisters and parents. How do you guys like balance that?
I think the distinction is done, right? I mean, when we do a film together, I'm the producer, he's the director. So I don't get into the creative aspect of things.
Yeah.
Like I give him that. It's always his call in that. And I could have an opinion, but that will be restricted to it being an opinion. It won't overrule his decision in a creative space.
Yeah.
And similarly, I think when it's making a film, you have to give the producer their zone to make sure that, you know, things fit into a budget, or that the vision of the film is not affected in the best possible way, because at the end of the day, it's also a business.
So the boundaries are very clear.
No, but you know, interesting. I'll just add to what she said. That's the end part where we are. But as friends, we did not start off that way. It was always, lines were blurred.
Yeah.
I was overlapping a production because, hey, you know, why don't you do it like this? So every time,
But I was never overlapping.
Yeah, she didn't. She didn't.
Of course not.
No, but also what happened is that it was important that we spoke and we figured out, you know, if there needs to be clarity as to who's handling what. Otherwise, people who are working with you, they'll never know where to go. They
So
will
it
always
was a
find.
conversation you guys had.
course.
though. My next question is very obvious. You
Yeah.
come from a family of politicians. So where did you get this filmy kida from?
It was always
It was always there. I loved watching movies. So I can't tell this to my kids, but I used to come back from school, 3 brothers, and we used to have VHS that time. So we used to have 3-4 films. Every day I used to watch 2 movies and do homework like this while watching movies. So I think till about mid-90s, 95, 96, I must have seen every film that had released on VHS.
Really?
Yeah, everything. Multiple times, 10 times, 20 times, whatever. So I used to love movies. But in our house, there was never a talk of whether you would want to be an actor. There was never a talk. ऐसा होता ना कि now of course it's open. अरे तुझे actor बनना है या influencer बनना है या serial में काम करना है, OTT, ये हो सकता है. लेकिन उस वक्त in our house there was never a chat about whether he wants to be an actor, because that is never an option.
And there was no pressure to be in like when you got older to get
Yeah.
into politics. There was
No, in my house at least, of course both my brothers in politics.
Yeah.
Earlier my elder brother Amit Bhaiya, he went into politics, but my father never told any one of us, I think it's time that you take that step towards public life. It was left to us what we had to decide. The only compulsion was that you complete your education. So he became a chemical engineer. I was an architect. My younger brother Dheeraj, he did his MBA. And post that, of course, I came into acting. He took politics. Dheeraj took business. Now
and
politics.
everybody did different things
Yeah, yeah.
and excelled amazing. And I believe, which I didn't know, I just got to know that you were spotted as a bridesmaid somewhere, which
Yes,
led to you
yes,
then
yes.
doing an ad.
Yes.
Just talk us through that, how that, or was modeling ever part of your...
No, never ever.
Never.
So it was my aunt's wedding, strangely. So one wouldn't even expect that, you know, there'd be someone from the industry there. But it happened to be Neeta Joshi, actually, O&M's head at that point in time, had to be there. And we were a group of 6 bridesmaids. Strangely, she comes to my mum and she asks, "Who's that girl?" My mum has named every other girl but me. That was it, yeah. And I was asked to get my portfolio pictures. I didn't know what that was. So I've taken my cake cutting pictures over there. But I think somewhere down the line, I started, I did some 4 or 5 auditions and I got selected for all of them. I didn't know what was happening. It was just one after the other. I did 2 ads. The next
And it came
thing-
naturally to you?
I think so. I hope so. yeah,
Yeah, I mean, like you
yeah.
didn't train or anything.
Yeah, no,
But
nothing.
she,
like that.
she has left a lot of ads. Because uncomfortable, she ran away from there.
Yeah.
And she was, how old were you at that time?
I was in college, so I was like 15 when
So very
yeah.
young. So just
And
over
my
50.
whole attention then, you know, when you're in college, you go like in groups to be background and stuff like that. And I would always get picked up from the background to be,
So her,
you know.
her fun thing was, oh, background, let's go and have fun.
Yeah. And she
And
was
then,
so upset.
and then they say, can you come in front? No, I'm happy to be behind.
But in generally, you are a more shy person than he is. Like you are extroverted when you know people,
Yes.
but you are still more of an introvert than he is. Like he can talk.
I think
to,
I prioritize more than him.
You guys are real couple goals.
I do. Like my whole life, if you ever ask me, besides Riteish and the kids, I don't really do too much. Like my parents are there, and that's a sector that's just I do every day. I wake up in the morning, I call up Riteish's mom, I call up my mom. I'm with the kids. Riteish hardly talks to me.
Because he's sleeping.
Listen, what's going on?
No, because we work together, so we see each other so often. But and my day can end very fruitfully after doing, after meeting these people that I meet. And when I'm at, like, when we meet for dinner, I make sure that that's our time, you know.
And both of you met on your first film.
Set, yeah.
Your first film set, and you dated for almost a decade.
Yeah.
Hid it for about 9 years, and then 1 year you were like, "Haan, theek hai, we have finally started dating after 9 years."
Yeah.
But and obviously a lot changed, right? And you grow also together, but you also grow in different directions. You
Sure.
become your own
Yeah.
people. How challenging was it? Not just professionally, obviously, but also personally, because you're growing into your own. You were very young when you met.
Yeah, I think, we were in a very long distance relationship also. Like, I was in the South shooting a lot, Riteish was shooting here, and then most of our films were abroad. It wasn't really a common place like Mumbai. We hardly did many films. We did Masti and Tujhe Meri Kasam. So I would say it was challenging, though I don't feel that it was the end of the world. We maneuvered around it.
I think like growing together was most important part for us because people you grow. Either you grow towards each other or you grow apart, and it's not that you intend to do it, but it's such a slow progression that you don't even realize that you're growing apart till you are really too far away from each other to understand. But one thing with us was that we were constantly in each other's lives as to knowing exactly what was happening. So that kept us together. And also, when you're happy and content with what you have, then you want to just be in that constant for a very long
But that's very difficult to do, especially in the industry that we all are in,
Sure.
right? Because there's obviously you meet so many people. There's a lot of opportunities in terms of meeting new
Sure.
people, good-looking people
Sure.
with different backgrounds who are very interesting. So it is fascinating that you stay. I mean, even though you guys have been married now for how many years?
This year,
14
14 now this year.
already.
14. So
This will be 14.
24 years technically you've been together. I mean, you're going to have your silver jubilee in 1 year.
true.
And for two people who are quite young, it's still 25 years is a long time. So it's very fascinating and actually extremely inspiring as well, because you don't get to see, especially in the industry that you guys are in, you don't get to see that kind of bond and thing. So this is me just talking as a friend. You guys can
Thank
interrupt
you.
whenever
No,
you
no.
want.
No.
I'm just saying
No, but thank
what
you.
I've never said off camera.
No, but for 10 years we were together. But when we got married, is the first time we stayed together.
Yeah,
So
we-
that was new.
Yeah.
It wasn't like in those 10 years we were living together or
Yeah, we had gone for holidays, but we had never stayed together.
So we always were with friends. We always lived in separate rooms, even when we were on a holiday. Even when we were shooting, we always had separate rooms. We only were together when we got married. And that was a time where it was new life.
Yeah.
Oh, two people
ऐसा भी
living
होता
trying
है,
to...
yeah. No, but I've seen you guys obviously evolve as well into where you are today in your relationship. And I just want to say, from an outsider and as a friend, it's been a pleasure. And it's, it's been amazing to see two people who I love very much.
Thank you, Sania.
You know,
Thank you, Sania.
and be this way. Now that we're done with all the mush, we can now move on to
Yeah.
Moving on.
No, let's try to talk a little bit more, so and then we'll get back into the
Yeah.
mush. But you started Mumbai Film Company in 2010, and obviously production, like we already spoke about, was a evolving phase. And so, as an actor, do you think there was some unlearning you had to do first as an actor, and then come into the producer shoes, or you understood more the producer's problems, than when you were just an actor?
Both of us started in Hindi film industry. She went on to do all the major South languages, all of them actually. My father had told me that you're doing Hindi films, but what about Marathi? And I had not done a Marathi film till then. Then we decided to start a production house and we started producing Marathi films. All our films till now are Marathi. Raja Shivaji will be the first Hindi Marathi film that we are producing. But within our means, within our limitations, we produced smaller films. Then we made slightly larger films. And I think it was just a growing process. Knowing that let's not take on something that you can't handle. Today, for us, Raja Shivaji is a very big film, but for us to reach here, it's been almost 12, 13, 14 years of experience in constantly doing films and understanding.
So it didn't happen overnight, obviously,
Didn't happen
to
overnight.
get to
Didn't
this
happen
place.
overnight.
Yeah.
And I feel today, as a production house, we are confident to do handle big films because we've tried to make the film that we are making right now. And it teaches you a lot. It also makes you more considerate about producers and their issues. Sometimes you don't understand.
That's what
you
I'm saying, because you
you're-
see it from one
absolutely.
side. Yeah.
Our job, like today, I might come to this set from my car to the van, make up right here, and go back, and I'm done.
But you also understand actors a lot more, you know, as a producer. Like I feel very often it's a very negative thing that goes on between producers and actors. But like when I was on set and I realized, you know, as a producer, and I realized one of the actors were waiting for a long time. The thing is, very often producers are like, you know, oh, it's your job to wait, you know. But it's nice if you just go and say, we are taking a bit of time. We will come back and let you know. Just that much makes a world of difference. Also, as an actor, I feel once you get to understanding production, you can really make a difference to whatever it is, whether it's commercial, whether it's call times, whether it's understanding how important missing a shot at sunlight is, you know, all of these points.
That's why teamwork, right? That's the entire thing. But you're just understanding both sides of the coin and the positives and the negatives. Genelia, we have to talk about Jaane Tu Ya Jaane Na. I mean, that's something that goes like synonymous with who you are, and I'm sure it's a big part of your life and identity in many ways, right? It's a cult film.
It is.
It's been such a cult film where even today, it's actually one of my sad day films.
Oh, why sad?
So when so whenever I feel like, oh my God, I don't want to get out of bed, that's one of the films that actually, you know, there are some movies like that and Mohabbatein are like the ones that I just like, I'm like, you know what, let's just stay in bed and watch. Yeah, so what do you think that even today, after so many years, the Gen Z is still connecting with that film and loving it? And what do you think was different? I mean, not just for you, but in the film, what do you think was different?
I think the honesty of the film, you know, it was about two friends, and it is what it is at every age and every generation, right? It's always going to be that. We've seen it happen before, we've seen it happen again. But I think how the characters came into play was something that was quite special in Jaane Tu. I'm just glad to be part of that film and take it as a film that's, I mean, for lack of a better word, to the cult word that you use. I've also been very lucky because I've had these cult films in every language, you know, like our last was Wade, and I think it did stand out as one of those films again. And my character gets taken home, which for me is a big part of happiness and joy, like to be known as an Aditi, or to be known as a Shravani, or to be known as a Harini, Hasini in Telugu, Aisha, and in Malayalam. I feel that's more than just a film, you know. Then you become part of families. And for me, Jaane Tu is that. I think at every age, like today, my kids ask me, "Ai, you acted in a film called Jaane Tu?" So I'm like, if they're talking about it all these years ahead, it's definitely
such a proud moment.
It is. It definitely
and
is.
Also, if as an audience, when I saw Jaane Tu, I just thought what was special about that film was none of them were acting.
Yeah.
They were just being part of like slice of life. I could feel that if I opened my window, I could see them talking on the road that way. If I could just go to a college and not notice, they could just have that conversation on the side. And other films were acting, pretending, and cars are coming, zoom, array, whatever. It's not that. You know, Aditi was just being there, and the bunch of friends, the parents were interesting, the situations were, of course.
I mean, there's some dramatization, but at the end of the day, it was everyday stuff that happens. Like for me, that's what I can connect with as somebody who has nothing to do with films. Is there like an anecdote that you remember? I know it was many years ago. Is there like an anecdote? Because after that, Imran also kind of, you know, went away after a few years. And Is there an anecdote you have from the film that was funny or something that stands out?
So the strangest thing was I auditioned for the film when Abbas Tayarwala was the director, but it was with another producer then. And I had got the film, but they wanted like 3 months at a stretch, and I already had my prior commitments in the South, so I was like, no, I need to let this go. And I did that, and I finished after 1.5 years of this. I had decided to take a break for like 15 days because I was just shooting back to back, 4 industries, it was chaotic at that
You
point.
spoke all these languages?
I did. I dialogued in all of them, yeah. And then I get a call from Amir Khan's office, saying that, can you come and meet me? Now, I have no idea what I'm going to meet for, what is the deal. I go there and they're like, we've been testing a lot of girls and we went back to the old test, which was 1.5 years, and we found you, we wanted to meet you. So will you test again? So I said, yeah, sure. I tested. They said, okay, this test is good, but now we need to see whether you and the boy really match. So, okay, this seems like quite hectic in life. So Imran had a test with me and he had a test with another girl, and these were the 2 girls who were finalized, right? And when he was asked, who do you like which test went better, he said, I think I was more comfortable with the other girl. But when they went to see it, it looked like me and Imran were best friends forever because we sat in the room and they said, be as comfortable as you want. Now, I'm like, if it's my best friend, I just threw my legs on his lap and he was like, what's going on? But
I think he wasn't very comfortable.
he's like, is this girl crazy? But yeah, so that happened, and then I got the film and the rest was
History,
I mean, we just looked like we were best friends also, so which was a good thing.
No, I mean, you guys looked like best friends 100%, but also you looked good.
Yeah.
Like, looked very good together. Like, the match was different, but it was still very fresh. And I think that's something
Like, I remember Riteish and me, okay? We're like coming for
You were dating already.
We were
They're
dating, as usual.
And
it
of
was
hiding at the peak. So
At
we
the peak.
discussed going for the premiere. He said, look, I've left my house. And my father was the chief minister at that time. So I had left from Varsha, the CM's house. I said, I've left from here and make sure we don't
enter
together. You go and I'll come later. And traffic.
And fully coordinated.
I'm delayed, I'm reaching in 10 minutes, I'm stuck in traffic and everything. And we reach.
No, and then he said, I've reached. So now in my head, he's gone ahead, But he was giving interviews.
So both her door opens and we both looked at each other. Hello, how are you?
How are you?
Did you do your...
And that's the first time Riteish went into the theatre to see it. I was out, of course, doing my interviews. And he messaged me saying that, oh my God, I'm tripping on this film. How good are you? I was like, yeah, okay, job done now.
No, it was a very good film for many reasons. Okay, this is the most important question of this whole podcast.
Lovely,
now.
let's go.
I have to ask you, how did it feel to play Sania Mirza? I don't know how many people know, guys, but Riteish Deshmukh played Sania Mirza in a film. Please just enlighten us.
So in Apna Sapna Mani Mani, of course I play a woman.
I remember him messaging me saying, I have played you.
Yeah.
How many years now? 15 years, so it must have
15
been.
years. Yeah.
And he's like, or either he messaged me or I met him, and
No,
he said,
we discussed, we discussed.
And,
When we met
he was like, you know what, I played you. I said, what do you mean? I was like, I don't look that manly.
So there's a sequence where Anupam Kher and me and Anupam says, "Tumhara naam kya hai?" I'm like, "Mere naam." And the camera swish pans to your poster like that. Sania.
But you were one of the first people who used, like you were playing a woman, and you actually, it takes a lot of masculinity to do that, right? Because I know you were doing it in a comic role, but you have to be extremely secure about yourself as an actor and as a man to be doing that on mainstream. And you were the one of the first people to do it. And then now, obviously, it's become so common where you've got big comedy shows where you have people who are doing that, and they are the main characters. You never felt a sense of like, how will it look? Or,
No, it was very challenging that time.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you for two reasons. My contemporaries around that time, none of them were doing anything like this. And to just be a woman on screen, okay, and obviously a man trying to be a woman is not appealing to the eyes. And at that point, my father was also the chief minister. So I was thinking, how it's going to turn out, because he's a public figure. I'm doing a film.
All the more challenging.
All the
because
more
the
challenging.
legacy that was.
But one thing for sure that, and I was constantly in touch with Gina, what to do, whatever. So I did something which I shouldn't have that time, which is waxing. It was the most painful thing. And I did threading. I thought, oh, method acting, करके ये फिर बाल उगना ही बंद हो गए इतना. So it was difficult, but when you do these things and you go to the theatre to watch the film, and when you see people laugh, I feel it just that's the gratification you're looking for.
I don't think anyone could have done it better than how he did it.
I don't think so, but I'm just saying that at that time, it's not like today's times. You're talking about 15 years ago.
It was very difficult.
I remember the first day I got ready. It took me 2.5 hours, wig, makeup, and my makeup dada Nitin is here. He was the one who did my makeup, and the walk. I remember I was walking from my van to the set. I had taken the umbrella low because I didn't know how to face, right?
Yeah.
And Anupam Kher sir was there, Chunky Pandey was there, and they made me so comfortable because they knew that I was slightly, completely nervous. The most nervous I've ever been on a set was on that day. But as actors, and particularly for comedy movies or just actors, people watch movies looking at the screen, but we watch movies looking at the audience.
At the audience.
And the only thing you look, nowadays seats are fine, but I'm saying 15 years ago, 18 years ago, the noise that seats used to make because people used to laugh, the seat used to hit. So that was the sound that really made us feel like, wow, this scene is working, because all the seats were hitting back and making that sound.
So even though you did comedy for a large part and you continue to do it, you also produced a film about sex education for adolescents.
Yeah.
The first film.
First film.
It was your first film. So just talk us through why you picked that topic and how difficult, because that's also ahead of our time. See, what you did 15 years ago is also ahead, and this is also ahead of, I don't know if we're ready fully to talk about that.
When Balak Palak came to me as a film, Balak Palak in Marathi means Balak are kids, Palak are parents. So Balak Palak. And BP was a short form. And BP also is a short form for a pornography film, like a blue picture, like a blue film.
Picture. Okay.
So that was the connotation of Balak Palak and BP. But it was important because it was set in the 80s. It was the childhood that probably my generation has gone through. Inquisitive kids, adolescents.
All of us.
Yeah, all of us trying to grow, wanting to know more, how, where, what. And information right now, it's different, right?
Yeah.
To the age of internet. But just magazines or video cassettes or whatever, not even CDs that time. So it was not only about that, but it was a conversation between kids and parents that need to be addressed. And I think that's true to now also. Like today also, when me and Genelia speak, and we say that it's time to start talking to kids, because as years have changed, I think it's extremely important for us, because we are boys, and we need to address all these issues, get them to understand. See, though we talk about girls and boys are equal, of course they are, I'm not denying that. But at the same time, when kids are growing up, we need to make them understand it's important for you to respect girl child, even if they are your friends, even if they're equals.
There are differences in the sex, right? At the end of the day, it's not, when we talk about equal, we're not talking about, you can punch somebody this hard and so can I. That's not equal. We're talking about equal opportunity.
Absolutely. But I mean, kids at that age, oh, she hit me, so I hit her.
Yeah.
So at 5, probably the difference is not much.
Yeah.
But if you let that grow and that 5-year-old becomes 15-year-old, the strength is different.
Yeah.
But he has always been someone who's been ahead of the curve. You know, like be it in his like in Apna Sapna Mani 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 or in Balak Palak, it was a very bold move then to take, right? Also because it's a film that speaks to kids. Like it's not a film just for adults. It's about a relationship, and it could go anyway.
And it was important to have a certain dignity for that film because you're addressing to the kids and parents.
Yeah.
And it was a film that parents have seen with kids, so that was.
Yeah, and I think Riteish likes putting himself out there. Like even where Imagine was concerned, it was a hit. Today everyone talks about a plant-based diet and this, but we started this like 3 years ago, and he started researching it 5 years ago. So
There is no, at that point at least, no plant-based alternatives for Indian palate. And I think that is what we should look at. So then that's how we got thinking. We connected with few innovation labs in Germany and America to innovate products for us. And that's how it started.
So you both play these exaggerated couple versions of yourselves on Instagram. And it's a huge hit. And where do you draw that line between reality and the exaggeration of like social media?
No, I think it started off during COVID, where I did some TikTok videos, and it went viral. People said, "Arey, in this sad times, at least we were able to laugh because entertainment wasn't there much." Then I got Genelia, and then
when he was doing it, I hate it.
So
I
how
said,
much time
what
you
are you doing? You're only at this then.
And then after some time, when we did a couple of videos, eventually one thing led to another. We started enjoying, and we started enjoying more because people were enjoying it. Today also, we were last night together, and we met 4 other ladies, and they were like, "You haven't put a reel for such a long time." And sometimes we don't think about it as much, and we think that they really want to, and then we start looking for content. What should we make? And when we talk about exaggerated, of course they're exaggerated. Of course it's slightly fun. It's no joke. No, I mean that's the beauty of those reels also. And I love doing it with Genelia.
Yeah, I mean I think it's good fun.
Most of our reels are
in our nightclubs.
Yeah, boxer shorts and t-shirts. Just clicking leather and
But I have realized that the reels that you think about the most do the worst.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm telling you, one reel that we put not recently, but last month probably. And I said, not that nice. Yeah. Put it or you should try something else. She's like, just now we don't have time, just put it. And now suddenly that has gone to some 220 million views.
And I think where both of us are concerned, it's a lot of gratitude to people who enjoy it, right? Like because it makes us want to do something more. And it came from the fact that people like it. I don't think it was something that we sat and decided, okay, let's make this.
227 million, I think lots of people like it.
Yeah.
Like she said, once it started, like so many times, I tell Genelia, I think they've forgotten that I act also. बहुत अच्छा लगा आपका ऐसा थैंक यू आपका रील ऐसे फिल्म वो देखा नहीं रील देखा हम लोग 225 मिलियन अगर पिक्चर देखने जाए तो मजा आ जाएगा.
Well, me and all those Instagram followers hope you keep making those reels, but we do have a hamper for you from Digitech.
Oh, thank you.
It'll help you make those reels.
But we have to make a reel with you.
Yeah, we'll make now, but we can't think about it because we'll only reach 1 million.
Wow, thank you.
Thank you.
Ah, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Our next segment is postcards and passports, powered by British Airways. What was your first memorable trip together?
IFA was being hosted at Toronto, and I was hosting Baman the previous evening. We were in Shah Rukh's room, and we were just having a dinner. And obviously, at that time,
you come at this time. You come at this.
No, but at least.
But you guys are tired.
No.
We loved it.
No. I'm saying at that point, of course, Shah Rukh and all of Karan was there, and they all of course knew we were dating, but publicly it wasn't known. And then we were on stage, and it was one of the biggest IFAs I had hosted. It was packed, some 25,000 crowd. I had not seen such a huge crowd for an IFA show. It was about 2,000-3,000, but this is 25,000 people there. And the show was going great. And Shah Rukh had injured his knee, and he was coming and he was doing some stuff. And we were hosting on the thing, and I cracked a joke, and he started blowing kisses. Genelia said, "Arey, tu udhar dena, Genelia ko dena." I'm like, bro, you can't do this.
This is so embarrassing.
Yeah, matlab, I was like,
One of the things I really enjoy when flying British Airways is how smooth the whole journey feels. You land in London and everything just flows. Whether you're heading onwards to the US, Canada, or somewhere in Europe, the connections are easy and stress-free. Plus, there's so much to enjoy along the way. Great food, beautiful spaces to relax, and lounges where you can actually unwind before your next flight. So, even though you guys were together for such a long time, you guys did come from different upbringing, different faiths, different cultures. When you actually got married and then you started living together, was there something, why don't you answer this, like was there something you had to unlearn or learn more about each other or adapt?
Learn a lot more, adapt a lot more. I mean, it was a political family, so there was a different world. I had never seen it or never been part of it. Of course, the 10 years of dating did help understand it a bit, but I think the real thing happened post marriage. But I think I'm someone who's very welcoming and very open and very happy to be part of a place that's helping me grow, understand, interact, and adapt to different places in life. And that was part of our relationship. And Riteish would always tell me, you know, I had the best childhood because I had a rural upbringing and an urban upbringing. And I wouldn't understand because I was such an urban kid. But when I started going to Latur and when the kids started, growing up and having their summer holidays there and life here, I understood what he meant. And it's enriching. And I think it's a big plus point to have that kind of upbringing for sure.
And I want to ask you about Latur because I know that how connected you feel to that place. But how important is it for you to still be connected to your roots, but also for your kids, and especially in today's day and age when obviously all our kids are coming from very privileged backgrounds. So to take them back to the village, just tell us about Latur. You're the king of Latur.
No, that's not at all. In fact, we reside in a village called Babargaon, which is 8 kilometers away from Latur, but it's part of Latur now. And the fact that you live in the same old house that has been lived in generations before.
Yeah.
Though the buildings have changed, newer construction has come in, but I told Genelia and tell the kids also, the main door for the house is still 350-year-old door. So that reminds us about the legacy of that house. I believe every house has its own legacy. Yeah. So legacy does not mean that it's only for the privileged, but I'm thinking it's a legacy for that house and it's a heritage of that house. Every house will have that. And I truly believe that kids, it's important to understand that. When in Mumbai, with Genelia's parents, kids, we go to the church, we pray there, they understand the faith. I have understood it much more closely now. We go to the temples, Genelia comes, of course she's been doing this for a very long time. So, but there is no, how do
restriction.
I say? Restriction, disparity, or even two thoughts about whatever. We want our kids to grow and know every religion and think that everyone is an equal and have different faiths to follow, which is absolutely fine. But roots are so important that's the reason why I grew up, plowing the field, riding a tractor or with cows and sheep. I want the kids also to experience it because city kids will only see that in pictures. And unless and until you really, it's not only seeing, it's tactile. You need to smell it. You need to see what a farm smells. Farm smells completely different in the morning. It smells different in the afternoon. It smells different in the evening.
And actually, to give the kids due credit, they love going to Babargaon. Like, if today also, if we ask them, where do you want to go? Let's go to Babargaon. Let's go there. They just find it open.
But that's credit to you guys because you guys have made sure that they've been going there since a very young age. And kids get used to what you make them get them used to, right? I always tell my son and people around that kids don't listen to what we say. They listen to what we do.
Yeah. Absolutely right.
So if I go work out in the morning, he also wants to go to the gym.
Absolutely.
It's as simple as that. So that's credit to you guys. G, you took a sabbatical a few years ago and for your own reasons. And your industry especially, any in public forum per se, an industry, it's out of sight, out of mind.
Yes.
That's just the way it works. how difficult was it to come back and reinvent yourself? Now a mother of two, married as well. And do you think it was harder being a woman? Do you think it was harder to do it? Or?
No, I didn't think of the repercussions, Sania, when I took the call. I was very clear that I can't do two things at a time. I can either, be this or that. I admire a lot of women who can, go there and do. See, our job is not just a 9-to-5 job, right? Like it can go on forever. And I know it's unfair to my producer and it's unfair to my kids in that kind of scenario. But having said that, I did not work. I was working on MFC, I was working on Mumbai Film Company, I was working on Imagine. So I had some work going on with it. It just wasn't
Not
films.
in the public
It just
eye,
wasn't, Coming to, did I miss it? Of course I did. I love acting. That's something that I love doing. I love being an actor. I may not enjoy the peripherals that come with it. I may not enjoy all the fame that comes with it. I respect it, but it's not my end goal. It's not why I work. I work because I love to act. I love to bring a character to screen. But I think in this process, I changed as a person. So when I got back to acting, and thankfully Riteish was the one who said, I don't know what you're doing at home when, you can act. And I would be like, no, I don't know how to do both. And he would say, we will find a way. So after 10 years, actually, he cast me in his film, which I was dead against. I was like, I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can manage both. But I did. And that role was a role that I've never played before because it was someone who's married, who has issues with her husband, complexities in it, which made me think as an actor a little more. And I realized that there's a whole life of work and there's a whole genre of work that I haven't done as this woman as well. I've been this teeny bopper. That it's time to do something that I am today. And the good part is people are writing those films. So it may not be as regular. Like I probably did 4 films a year. Now maybe 1 film a year, which I'm happy with because I have other things going around as well. And I'm glad that I still get work. I'm glad that I'm not someone who has to be out there, and I'm grateful with whatever I get.
I'm actually a big fan of Genelia's craft. And I've always said that. and it is important that as a co-actor is different, but as a director also, because I directed in Wade, now she is there in Raja Shivaji also. It's such a joy to give actor a line and they bring something that is so magnificent on screen.
He's your biggest fan. It's so
I am.
Thank you.
It's so sweet. Okay, we'll play a small game. And I want to ask you guys who remembers these firsts. Let's see. Who remembers the first? Not you, na? You were asleep.
No. He's done better than me in this way.
First fight as a married couple.
First fight?
We hardly fight. I also
But
don't
first,
know.
that is someone. Now, I know you guys are like great and all now, 24 years old.
We genuinely haven't.
but उसको justify करने की जरूरत नहीं होती हमेशा.
First habit of your partner that shocked you after you started living together.
First times. Good morning! I said, क्या हो गया?
And I used to wake up at like 6:30 and he used to wake up at 11 then. So he was like,
I said, good morning.
get my papers. Didn't want to talk to me for 1
That
hour.
was shocking.
Yeah, it was
He was shocked with my chirpy choo and I was shocked that how can you not talk in the morning?
Who got more emotional after becoming a parent?
He didn't sleep the whole night.
My problem was the baby was small. So I was just looking, it's breathing, na? So every time I have to do
He
this.
kept doing this. He kept doing this.
Because the nostrils were so small, they were not even moving. I'm like,
He did this the whole night, Riteish.
because I had to make sure that he was breathing.
This is weird that is, but
Yeah, I know.
first project, either of you or both of you said no to because of family.
I have
You've
done
said
a lot.
many
Yeah,
times.
she has said no to a lot of movies
You've
that.
not. You don't believe in compromise. I'm joking.
Sometimes I have to tell Riteish, you want to do this.
I'm like, ये भी करते हैं, वो भी करते हैं. हाँ, ठीक है, कर लेंगे. Riteish, what about your family?
Yeah.
I said, I'll take you to the shoot.
So this next question is, I think you'll remember, first night you went to bed upset after marriage. And what was it about?
No, he went to sleep before. It's not. No, we've not reached
I
upset.
I don't think I have ever been upset and gone to sleep.
You just make the other person upset and then you go to sleep. First work or money decision you guys disagreed on.
When we were dating, whenever I wanted to buy her a gift, there was an embargo that you cannot buy me anything. So anything above 5,000 rupees that I bought her, I couldn't buy her for the rest of the year.
I like it.
Yeah, and she was just fantastic. Like,
So
I remember
strong,
going.
independent woman.
No,
Yeah, no
she. I'll tell you, we used to go for dinners like in town, and I remember there was a day when she forgot to carry money. She did not eat
I won't.
because she didn't have
You
money
didn't
to
eat?
pay. She's like,
That's little.
no, because
little
she said if I can't pay for it, I won't eat.
Yeah. I
But
was
you
very.
could have done some udhar and paid him
No,
later. Or
I used to be that person. You know, I used to not want to be judged
No.
also because he was the chief minister's son, right? Like people shouldn't say कि ये.
So you
kya hai?
fed you a meal.
The-
That's a little extreme.
No, but no.
Yeah, I am a little extreme on those things. Like I like it to be very clear.
And we were like, खाओ कौन है? ठीक है, एक और पिज्जा लेके आओ, हम खाते हैं.
He's like, मैं तो
Yeah.
political family से हूँ. नहीं. Okay, first thing you guys bought together that felt like an adult decision, like as a married couple or a...
So the first thing that we actually put our money, not bought, but invested in was the film Wade.
Yeah.
Without a studio. And whatever we had made, we had put in believing in ourselves and what we wanted to create. So that was something that we did and we were very proud of it.
So we, on this show, we call you and we give a lot of gifts as well.
Right.
So
Lovely. I love this
our
show already.
friends, but our friends at Solitario
Thank
have
you.
given
Thank you so
Lovely.
much.
Solitario.
Solitario.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being on my podcast. I have tried to do this with friends as much as possible,
Yes.
and I could not have done it without you guys. So
No,
thank you
thank
very
you.
much. I
Thank
hope you
you,
guys had
Sania.
fun.
No, thank you,
Thank you
Sania.
for thinking of
It was
us, yeah.
wonderful to sit so formally across and yet
Yeah,
actually the same
I wanted
time.
to throw my legs
Usually
over
when
you.
Yeah, boy, Sania,
क्या
क्या है? I actually wanted to podcast और मतलब I should have said like this नहीं यार कुछ नहीं है यार ऐसे
With Farah lying down on the couch and passing out and saying,
what is
"Leave the house,
happening?
it's 10
Something like
o'clock."
that. But I want to tell you, you are awesome at this.
Yes.
Oh, thank
you.
you.
You have a
Very
natural
special.
flair to do this, and you have done it so well. You in fact done it better than Farah. Oh,
You're not
Farah!
Invited for the next
Yeah,
lunch.
you're not going to be invited in the next 3 days.
You're better than Farah because I'm going to Dubai. Bye bye.
So am I. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Don't forget to watch this episode on our premier partner, Myntra Glam Stream, Play to Slay.